doing, you Hoops World? Joe Cardell, Ed Tierney coming to you from Lifetime Athletic. We are here to discuss the final games of the Ultimate Hoops New Jersey season, the regular season for the summer. We had two games tonight, both teams' eighth game, obviously. We had Vivid Solar taking on Downtown, Monstars taking on UOENO. Vivid Solar with the win would clinch first. UOENO with a win and a Vivid Solar loss would clinch first. Downtown with the victory would move from 6 to 5.
Okay.
And Monstars are pretty secure with their 4 seed right now. So the first game of the night, we had the Monstars taking on UOENO. We're really looking to UOENO. You had a guy like Jordan Marcus who he's been on a historical pace. Talked about the last the 3 games prior to tonight for Jordan Marcus.
Well, the 4 games. He had 61 in week 6, and 34, 50. Tonight he had 19.
He had 19. But, if you look at the numbers, he shot a crazy percentage those games. When he shot 61 points, he had 72%, 63%, and then 57%. Tonight he shot 41%, still good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But he went 2 of 11 from 3. When you shoot 18% from 3, obviously that's going to hurt your team. Another person on that team was Eddie Mills. He shot 1 of 17 for 6%. And that was coming off a game, last game when he had 10 threes.
Yeah, it's a big swing.
Overall as a team, they shot 20% and then 21% from downtown.
Yeah. You really can't. When you're shooting lights out, everything seems to be going your way.
They take 47 threes.
They
went 10 of 47. And then you have a Monstars team that out-rebounded them. They played better defense. And, they shot the ball better from downtown. They only took 9 threes. But they shot the ball better overall as a team.
Yep.
And obviously McPherson comes to play on big games like this. He had 33. Week in and week out, McPherson's going to give you a great game. He averaging almost 30 a game, and against UOENO this season, he's had 29 and 33. He's
big games,
and they improved from 5 and 3 last season. They were 10 and 1. They won the state title. They're 5 and 3 this season. So he definitely, I feel like maybe they felt like they had something to prove. They don't want to go 500 going into the postseason. So that's definitely something to watch out for.
Yep.
The second game, now that UOENO had lost, was Vivid Solar taking on Downtown.
So Vivid Solar needs to win.
Vivid Solar clinched.
Oh,
they had clinched prior. Now Downtown is a team that if their big man Dominic Pacelli doesn't come, they're going to struggle.
Yep.
And Dominic Pacelli was absent tonight. They had 7 players. Without Pacelli, a big presence in the middle, it really wasn't much of a fight. Vivid Solar is a big team.
Yep.
All big guys.
They had a pretty solid game tonight.
Vivid Solar. I think they knew they clinched.
Yeah.
They smelled blood in the water. They figured they were just, let's just play a good team game. We're gonna go out there. And if you look at the PPR values for Downtown, only one player, Colton McKinnon, who Mark Palumbo says he's one of the best players in the league, had a 3.4 while everyone else was negative, as opposed to Vivid Solar, which everyone had a positive PPR.
Yep.
Curtis Taylor coming off the bench, 20 points, 11 rebounds.
Huge night.
Big game.
Yeah.
So they clinched first place. They clinched the first round bye, which we're off next week for Labor Day and the Jewish holiday. The following week, they clinched the first round bye, so they won't play that week either.
So they got
they're 2 weeks off. Really can enjoy themselves.
Yep.
They
probably.
Think about it, they actually have like 3 weeks off. They have this week till next Wednesday.
Yep.
The Wednesday to the next Wednesday, which we're back.
Yeah.
Then they have another so they have a lot of time, but it's not like football where you get beat up every game.
It's true. Yeah.
So right now the playoff seeding is Vivid Solar as the first round bye. UOENO, which is the 2 seed, will take on Little Giants. Little Giants have 1 win. What do you think their chances are of taking down UOENO?
I think UOENO will take that one. Even though they lost tonight, they have a week off. They can regroup. Then coming in against the 7 seed, I think that shouldn't really be a contest.
I think it's going to be an easy game.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, if we remember on Monday, Little Giants lost to UOENO. UOENO had 4 players. Little Giants had 5, and UOENO won by 40.
Yeah.
So, you're right. Stray Raw, the number 3 seed, will take on Downtown. I think Stray Raw, I think you would agree as well.
I do, yep.
Easily will take this game.
Mm-hmm. Especially 2 wins going into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. And against top teams.
Yep.
Downtown, only chance they have it, they need this big guy, Pacelli. I've seen him pull down 30 rebounds in the playoff game.
Yep.
They need him there. And then Rock Nation versus Monstars. Interesting game, though. Rock Nation last year was 6-2 in this championship game, and their 3 losses last season came. 2 of them came to the Monstars by a total of like 3 points, and they faced each other earlier this season. Close games. That's a 2-6 Rock Nation team. You look at the record, you say, 2-6, but this game's gonna be tight. It's gonna be close. Rock Nation's hit some bumps. They've had some tough luck losses. That's a toss-up.
Yeah, I think the Monstars will take it though. That's just my.
They do have their number. They
Yeah.
do. They do have their number. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. 2 weeks. Like I said earlier, no playoffs next week. 2 weeks we'll be back for the playoffs. Jordan Marcus has led the league in PRA, points, rebounds, and assists. It's a nice little statistic. Jordan Marcus also is the only player with 30 points per game, averaging 35.5. McPherson came in second with 29.
He's almost there, though. He's pretty close.
Yeah, he's pretty close. Look at that. Look how close that is. We have 2 players with 19 a game, Harvell and Gale, and 1 with 19.1, Wayne. And finally, the rebound king of the season goes to John Gallant of the Little Giants. The last place Little Giants, John Gallant just edges out Dominic Pacelli. He had 16.1 rebounds, so he is the defensive champion. And let's just talk about John Gallant real quick. He's a very workman-style player. Low field goal percentage. He takes a lot of shots.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to go behind the arc. Doesn't really hit many free throws. Big guy, 6'2". It says 215. I think we know it's a little bit more than that, 220, 225. But he gets his double-doubles, 12 and 25, 13 and 20, 17 rebounds, 14 for he's a hustle player.
The rebounds are huge. They're added possessions. I mean, you
save
really
possession,
can't beat that. Yep.
And especially when you're grabbing down he had 18 defensive rebounds in the game. When you're grabbing down double-digit defensive rebounds.
And then week 7, double-digit offensive rebounds.
So it goes without saying, if Little Giants have any chance at the postseason, they're going to need, obviously, good play out of John Gallant, good rebounds, smarter shots, but,
2 weeks, we'll find out what
2 weeks, we will find out. So, for Joe Cardello, Ed Tierney, have a good night.